If there ever were a statement win, this would be this would definitely be one of them. The Bruins win 2-0 against on the road against the Nashville Predators. Welcome back to Into the Den. I am your host Jay Freeman, and oh my god, that was quite possibly one of the most exhilarating hockey games I have seen ever. It's not just the fact that the Bruins just that the Bruins shut out that the Bruins won tonight. It's that they shut out a team that's third in their division and has one of the best power play units in the entire game, and got 42 shots on goal tonight. But before we get to all that, Jack and Andy before the game, and we're talking about how if there's one thing that most teams nowadays are starting to understand, it's how much Tuukka Rask means to the Bruins, and excuse me, and how they're starting to adapt to a Bruins team that doesn't have Tuukka Rask. I mean, shit, the dude is so acrobatic and fast and net that an actual fucking wasp species is named after him. You can look that up. But it's not just the fact that the Bruins goalies for the most part have been sort of underwhelming, but because the defense is also just like, what the hell is going on? It's like, how are you giving up this many opportunities to these teams? But we had Jeremy Swayman in net against Yusei Saros, who honestly is actually a fantastic goalie. I love Yusei Saros, and they could not have found a better, and they couldn't have found a better replacement for Pekka Rinne than him. But anyway, the Bruins come out swinging really hard in the first, and Pasta, oh my, and they are just dangling the shit out of Nashville. And I was sort of thinking, like, are the Bruins playing good, or the Nashville, or the Preds just having a slow start? Because eventually the Preds find their groove, and a Yakov Trenin in cross check gets him two in the box, and then freaking Frederick and Borowecki both get a 2-minute misconduct because they're freaking going at it, because of course Freddie's going after someone, and on the very last second of the goal of the power play, a beautiful pass across the a beautiful backwards lateral pass to DeBrusk. Gets a short side snipe to into the goal to start this scoring for the Bruins, 1-0. And but people have been saying, like, hey, what do we do with DeBrusk now? And honestly, I think the answer is not put him on the fourth line. What you need to do with DeBrusk right now is put him on the second line. Especially since Marchand is out, get him like quality time reps, and allow him to flourish, so that when we do eventually need to trade him, teams have something to look forward to when trading him, for him. Besides the dude's on the last year of his contract. Unless you're trading someone like Philly, who was dumb enough to shell out a first round pick and Robert Hag to take on freaking Rasmus Ristolainen for the last year of his contract. I don't think that you're gonna need. I don't think that you're gonna necessarily be getting a massive haul for DeBrusk. But the Bruins end the period outshooting the Preds, and it definitely shows on the score. And then less than 30 seconds into the second a beautiful Hollow trying to clear the puck from a little bit of a scuffle leaves Carlo wide ass open and pots one 30 seconds into the game. 30 seconds into the 30 seconds into the second period. However, the game takes a little bit of a scary turn because Jakob Zaboral on a check into the boards ends up colliding knee to knee with ends up getting a knee to knee collision, and he is down limp. Pretty much cannot put any pressure on his leg, on his injured leg, and he did not return for the rest of the game. But also at one end of the ice, the glass panel separated, and oh my god, it stopped the game for like 10 minutes, and Jack Edwards is fucking and it made Jack Edwards complain in that. And like I've had windshield replacements. I've had my windshield get replaced in the last time in that. Like, how? Well, they had to go in with the entire freaking crew. It wasn't just like push it back in. No, these things just freaking separated, and they needed to be screwed back in and everything. It was freaking stupid. I was talking to my girlfriend the entire time, and it was like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on here? And we were laughing about how Jack is like, yeah, I've had windshield replacements take a lot less time, but that might not even be the funniest part about this game, because with like 20 seconds left in the second period, Carson Kuhlman pretty much face washes Matthias Ekholm while he's driving through the neutral zone, and he ends up tripping over Ekholm's stick, and that and a penalty was called not because Kuhlman made Ekholm his bitch, but because he tripped over Ekholm's stick. So the Bruins have a minute 40 power play to start the third period, which honestly was the most stressful period in Bruins hockey that I've seen in a long time. Because this is when Nashville really awakened, and it was they were just driving. They were like foot on the gas, all gas, no fucking brakes. They were bullying the shit out of Bergeron, and like, goddamn, do you really think that Bergeron is a freaking friend? No, the fuck he's not. But the Bruins, what really scared me was was Holla getting 2 in the box for roughing, especially because Nashville is like the 6th best power play percentage in the entire league, and it was like, and they were dominating us the entire power play, and for the most of the third period, like this is when I was thinking like I love Jeremy Swayman in net, to the point where it is going to be so weird if when DeBrusque when Tuca ends up coming back and getting re-signed, because it's like, what are we going to do? Freaking Swayman was flying all over the fucking Swayman was flying all over the goddamn crease, and freaking lying down to save shots. Like the dude was incredible all night. And there was also one portion where Swayman is on his back and the puck is trickling through, and not trickling through, but trickling away, and Forbert takes his stick and just nudges the puck against Swayman, which was hilarious. It's like that is smart. But what also happened was the Bruins were freaking killing it on crossbar challenge tonight. 4 freaking dingers, including one on in the empty net. I'm surprised that the puck even got near the empty net, because again, Nashville was applying so much pressure, and I am so happy that we got away with a win here. It wasn't the cleanest win, but it was a necessary win. And this one that solidified us as is like, we're not complete garbage. We can we're not just some middling competition that beats up on the small guys and just and gets and it is still just fodder for the top tier teams. Excuse me. This was just the biggest. This was insane, and I am so happy that Swayman ended up with the shutout. 42 saves, and which also ends up being his his career high in saves. I am proud. I walked away from this game proud. This was incredible, and there's really just one thing left to talk about, and that is the Artemi Panarin fine for throwing his glove at Brad Marchand. Do I think that Brad Marchand is an asshole for making those comments about Russia? Yes, absolutely. I think like insulting someone on the ice is one thing. Saying that they're disgraced in their entire country is another. Freaking don't do that, Marchand. I would say that you know better, but really, you're. I really don't think that anything at this point can really salvage Marchand's reputation as just a bitch ass in this league. But I mean, he's our bitch ass. I can't fault him too hard for his. Actually, yeah, I can. I can fault Marchand all I fucking want. And dude, don't fucking say shit like that. But also, and honestly, I think Panarin was probably in the right in wanting to fucking beat the shit out of Marchand. And but that is but that ultimately is a matter to be dealt with the NHL, and it's not really and I don't know. I just don't know the full scope of everything that happened. So fuck it. Anyway, that is it for tonight's episode of Into the Den. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Down below is still Jake Tebow's GoFundMe. The next game is Saturday at home against Tampa. Let's hope we can pull out a win. And hey, if last game was us, was the meaning of strife with us, is only getting 1 goal off 42 shots and losing. Maybe Swayman saving 42 shots is the meaning of life. Take care.